Welcome to the Dynasty Grinders Fantasy Baseball channel. Today we are going to be introducing the 2016 Minor League Baseball Draft. This will be the inaugural draft for Dynasty Grinders for the minor league portion. If you've read the rules and caught up with the league, you'll know that we have two different drafts. The major leaguers will all be in the auction draft. That'll help determine their salaries and contracts going forward. And the minor league draft, since they start off being free of cost, essentially, they have to go through a draft. So I wanted to go through and introduce it before we get started with the show. As we wait for Team Hydra to pick the first overall pick. Technically, they're not on the clock yet, but for fun, we put them on the clock. They have about 2,755 minutes. But as you'll see on the screen here, we have an 8-hour clock. Their time will start on February 1st, Monday at midnight. The draft will last for 15 rounds. The draft in the inaugural year will be serpentine, so that the first pick will then in round 2 pick 32nd. So it goes up and down, and all players that have been drafted will be immediately placed into their Fantrax minor league roster, regardless of flag status. With that being said, trading is allowed. I know there's been discussion in the chat already. There's been people attempting to sell the picks, trading auction budget for picks, trading picks up and down. I mean, you can trade picks for next year. I mean, you have assets. It's just a matter of nobody's really sure what they're worth, and nobody's pulled the trigger yet. But it could happen. Maybe not in the first round, but I could see later picks. You know, that guy you weren't sure that was going to be round three or four, and you really, really want him. You might throw a few bucks at that pick to try and get it. And I don't think that would be such a bad idea. The other big rule is that international major leaguers such as Kenta Maeda and Kim and Park, they're not eligible. They'll be in the auction draft. We made that rule. Despite the fact that they have 0 major league at bats and 0 major league innings pitched, which is the standard for everybody else, and that they're signed to a professional contract within the Major League Baseball universe, they're just not eligible. Just to kind of keep a competitive balance and just to draw a line. With that being said, there's plenty of players available now. It'll be interesting. In the last podcast we talked about who was going to go through the first five picks. Based on my further research of it, I don't think we're very far off. Whether it's those 5 guys or maybe 6 guys, and what order they go in could definitely change. But who knows? I know that for my team personally, the 15th overall pick, boy, there's about 10 guys I'm targeting, and there's a good chance I get none of them. So we'll see how it goes. But with that, I just wanted to start us off here and say welcome to the 2016 inaugural minor league draft. Team Hydra is on the clock, and we'll be waiting patiently for them to pick. See ya.